ஆல் இண்டியா ரேடியோ செய்திக்கதம்பம். தமிழ்நாடு மனித உரிமைகள் ஆணையத்தின் வெள்ளி விழா நிகழ்ச்சி இன்று சென்னையில் நடைபெற்றது. விழாவில் கலந்து கொண்டு தலைமை உரையாற்றினார் உச்சநீதிமன்ற நீதிபதி திரு சஞ்சய் கிஷன் கவுல். அவர் பேசுகையில்,
It is not very different for a body such as the Commission. As we commemorate the Commission's Silver Jubilee, it is important to note, not only take stock of the progress made, which undoubtedly has been immense, but also to peer into the future, to self-reflect, and to recommit to our tryst with human rights. Whenever there are any doubts over one's sense of purpose, I find that there is no greater guide and mentor than the venerable Thirukkural. The couplet that resonates most with me is Nayanudiyan Nalakuranata Nadal Sayamanir Satyata Amaya Kalavaru. The poverty of benevolent man is nothing but his inability to exercise his benevolence. The couplet reminds us that ethical behavior, altruism, justice, and the advancement of human dignity have been of immense importance in the development of human societies. The 19th and 20th centuries saw a paradigm shift in our conception of human dignity. The abolition of untouchability, the widespread provision of education, and extension of political rights to the vulnerable groups. Our constitution in this sense was truly radical and far-sighted endeavor towards the attainment of social justice and equality. The Constitution, as a grundnorm of all law, enumerates fundamental rights under Part 3 of the Constitution. Fundamental rights can be derived from the doctrine of natural rights, denoting that certain rights are intrinsic and indispensable for humankind. Life as one chooses to live does not mean the mere animal existence of a man. Human rights can only be attainable when individuals get to live their life with human dignity and have access to all the basic necessities of life, such as education and health care. I have been a personal witness to it for almost 2.5 years, getting an opportunity to come to a different part of the country, to understand the society of this place, to see the social norms. And in some ways, it was an awakening for me, having been segregated in Delhi for a long period of time. You realize the social development and challenges which occur in different states, and how this country, which is more diverse than the whole of Europe combined together, remains as one nation, but with the ability to lead its own agenda in the region. I saw the empowerment through education of women. I saw how people who are working for me, the next generation, is reaching a different level. And one of the happiest thought process which I had was to see that boys or girls, the parents would equally endeavor to empower them through education. So education has been a great empowerment, and I truly believe that in respect of rights of women, education is the first thing which can empower women by itself, followed by an equal opportunity of share in the family properties. These two combined together are what will empower women. It takes time, but everything takes time. The women who gets education today will come of her own in a decade or 2 decades. But the fact that in judiciary we are seeing so much of presence of women itself is, I think, an indication of it. Today, 1/3 of the judicial officers who are recruited are women, not by any reservation process, by their own educational qualifications. Same is the position of the high courts here, where I am proud to say that the Madras High Court has the highest number of women in the country. This is the overall phenomena through the nation, I find.
விழாவில் கலந்து கொண்டு சிறப்புரை ஆற்றினார் தேசிய மனித உரிமைகள் ஆணையத்தின் தலைவர் திரு அருண் மிஸ்ரா. அவர் பேசுகையில்,
that India is the largest vibrant democracy of the world. People will wonder, world over, how this democracy is successfully functioning. In all diversity, cultural, faiths, languages, vast area India has and is going to be the most populous country next year. So we are the world's power as on today. We have to realize in this 75th year of our independence. Nobody is ignoring us. We are being respected world over. So it is more of our responsibility to respect the human rights, to bring dignity to the human, to respect their human rights. And that is the cause of the state. National Human Rights Commission and the State Human Rights Commission, if function effectively, they are serving the cause of the state and the government of India. We are not adversaries. It is their function and primary duty to save the human rights of the citizens from tyranny of anyone on earth or any system or any officer, errant behavior of any officer or human, that I will say not officer. Actually, it is errant human behavior which has to be taken care of by the State Human Rights Commission and National Human Rights Commission. Equal justice for all and distributive justice and socio-economic justice is enshrined in our Constitution. Those who have remained deprived of for centuries, we have to give them justice, ameliorative hand, and what they had been deprived of, so as to make them equal with us. That is what is contemplated under the equality talked of by the Law Minister of the state, dignity and protection, equal protection of human rights. For equal protection of human rights, it is necessary that every human respect the right of the all creatures, all biodiversity on earth. Because without that, human existence is not possible. We have to depend upon each other. We have to care for the environment. We have to take care for the system. We have to take care of each other. We have to live with dignity. We have to live with love. We have to live with affection. That is what is required. State Human Rights Commission role and National Human Rights Commission role assumes significance. In particular, State Human Rights Commission are more effective. They have to take up public issues, local issues of environment, health, hygiene. There are hot spots in every city. You have to take care of that. We have to take care of that. Delhi is also having hot spots. So I expect more intelligence from the State Human Rights Commission. And now, in order to remind the responsibility to the civic bodies who are failing to discharge their duties, as was found in Ratlam municipality case also, even basic minimum safety gears are not provided to the septic tank workers. Now we have issued the notices to those authorities why you should not be criminally prosecuted. They have to ultimately be responsible to the needs of the human, responsible to the statutory discharge of their duty. And to provide safety gears is not only constitutional, but is integrally connected to the right to life. Similar is their other duties. Now, since we have learned a lot from COVID pandemic, I'll say we have gone online, but at the same time, digital divide has to be taken care of. That has come to the fore. People we could not reach due to digital divide. How to take care of them is one of the matter to be pondered by all of us, particularly by the state functionaries. Recovery process from the shock of pandemic is an opportunity to set the stage at global level for more inclusive, equitable and friendly world anchored in human rights. We have to ensure that everyone is able to reap the fruits of one's hard work and there is no tear left in any of the eye. Let us work together to make more stronger India.
இத்துடன் இன்றைய செய்திக் கதம்பம் நிறைவு பெறுகிறது.